You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to The Vocal Technologist, and today it's another Founder Fridays marketing session. We're going to cut through some really interesting findings in the marketing world.
That's right. The aim is to pull out the useful stuff, the actionable intelligence from, well, everything that's happening out there. Social media, user behavior. We'll cover it.
Yeah, help you navigate it all a bit better. Okay, let's kick things off. There's this new research from Sprout Social. They talked to over 1,200 marketing directors, CMOs. And the good news, your boss probably thinks social media marketing actually works, which is great. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Well, the paradox is pretty stark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Confidence is sky high. Everyone feels like it's working.
Yeah.
But then you look at the trust in the actual ROI models.
Oh, all right.
And it's low. You've got 80% of leaders planning to shift more money from traditional channels into social. 80%.
Wow. Okay.
Yet, get this, only 44% rate their own team as expert at actually measuring the business impact of that social activity.
44%. That seems low.
It is. And many think the answer is just post more. It's like, we know it's good, we feel it's good, but how do we prove it's good? That's what they're wrestling with.
So for you listening, if you're a founder, a marketer, this means pressure, sure, but maybe also a huge opportunity if you can be the one to actually crack that measurement code.
Exactly. Bridge that gap. Show the real, tangible ROI. That's not just good marketing. That's building a serious case for growth.
Yeah.
It's a differentiator.
Right, connecting the dots between the posts and the profit. Okay, so if we're talking about cracking codes, let's shift to smart social strategies. TikTok Shop is massive right now.
Oh, absolutely.
And I heard about one method, Summersea's creator community. Seems like it's getting results.
Yeah, what's really interesting there is their whole approach. They're not just doing one-off campaigns. They treat creators like, long-term partners.
Partners, okay, how does that work?
Well, they build these dedicated networks for their clients. They gift samples. They incentivize people with cash, product perks, even competitions. Keeps them engaged. Like, they had this beauty client, Glow for It. They scaled up to 1,200 creators in their network.
1,200.
Yep. And 800 of them were actively posting. It's this mix, see? Top influencers for reach, sure, but lots of smaller creators for scalable content and sales. Often on low retainers, plus performance commissions. It's like building a whole ecosystem.
That sounds really smart for scaling. But, connecting this to the bigger picture, it makes you wonder about who really owns the relationship in this creator economy.
The million-dollar question.
Exactly. Like, look at Substack. There was that recent change. Writers now have to use Apple's in-app purchases on iOS, which means, 30% higher prices for readers on Apple devices? Plus, the writers get paid way later, like 45 days later. And Apple ends up controlling the billing, the subscriber data.
It's a classic platform play, isn't it? A stark reminder about control and, potential lock-in. You build your audience on their turf.
Right. You're building on rented land, essentially. That tension is huge. But okay, moving from big strategy, sometimes the biggest wins are actually super small. Micro wins, remember that product page test?
Oh yeah, that's a perfect example. It really shows how watching user behavior, like really watching it, pays off.
So what happened there?
So they used a heat map on this product page, and it showed loads of people clicking on the product specification section. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
That section was hidden by default, tucked away in one of those accordion drop-down things.
Ah, okay. So people wanted the info but had to work for it.
Exactly. So the fix was ridiculously simple. They just made that section open automatically, visible by default.
And the result?
A 12% increase in transactions just from that one tiny tweak. It just shows. Pay attention to where people are trying to go. Remove the friction.
12%. That's massive for something so simple. Okay. And speaking of making things easier, efficiency. AI is obviously stepping into that space too, even for internal stuff.
Oh, definitely. Think about internal comms. Those post-meeting emails that nobody reads.
Yeah, guilty.
Well, imagine instead you get a quick, 30-second AI-generated video summary. Tools like Synthesia or Loom AI can do this. Key points, maybe some branding.
Okay, interesting.
And crucially, you can often track who actually watches it. So you can tailor follow-ups based on engagement. It's about meeting your team where they are, making internal info less ignorable.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's not just internal, right? AI is changing external stuff too, even Google search.
Right. They're testing changes in their AI mode.
Yeah.
adding things like embedded link carousels, better inline links, trying to push more clicks back out to publishers, apparently. It's all evolving so fast.
It really is.
Yeah.
So as we kind of wrap up here, we've gone from social media ROI puzzles to building creator communities, finding those tiny user behavior wins, using AI. What's the common thread here?
I think it comes down to adaptability, doesn't it? The landscape just keeps shifting. Platforms change, user expectations change.
Yeah, and ownership seems key too. Owning that relationship, owning your data, proving your value.
Exactly. It demands that strategic view, but also paying attention to the tiny details.
Mhm.
You need both. Continuous learning, smart adaptation. It's essential.
So maybe the final thought for you, our listener, to chew on is this. As these platforms get ever more powerful, how are you going to make sure that your brand's relationships with creators, with your customers, stay truly yours? How do you build resilience against these shifts?
Good question to ponder.
Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this exploration of the marketing world today.
Spoken Tech for your ears.